everybody out there in internet land. This is Chris from HHN with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog, a very special episode of Topher's Vlog. Before I get started, please forgive some of the setup that's going on over here. For those of you that watched my vlog from yesterday at the park, I mentioned that I traded in my old phone and I got a new phone. This new phone doesn't have a headphone jack, and for some wondering how I usually shoot my vlogs, I usually shoot them on video with my Nikon, and then I record audio on my phone, obviously with no jack on my phone. I cannot record the external audio, so for the time being, until I'm able to purchase an external audio device or a jack for my Nikon, that is going to have to wait for now. So please forgive this sort of setup I'm using, my sort of vlog camera that I use at the parks these days for this. Hopefully everything looks okay. I tried to replicate as good as possible. We'll see how that goes. But we are here today to talk about special things. It is coming up on 1 year in everyone's lives. Were upended last year, not just me personally, but everybody's lives, of course, with the pandemic. Coming up on 1 year since, for instance, me, I stepped foot inside a movie theater. March 15th was the last movie I saw in theaters. It was The Hunt. And then a couple days later, everything shut down. So 1 year that I've been inside a movie theater. It's also around the time that I started, or that not just me, but everybody started whispering about Horror Nights last year possibly being canceled, and of course that spiraled into I just didn't feel like talking about Horror Nights anymore because of cancellations and yada yada. We have actual things being announced, and I cannot implore people enough to please don't fuck this up. Let's just be patient and stay the course, and the vaccines are here, and continue following the rules so we can finally get rid of this fucking thing. And we can go to Halloween Horror Nights in the fall, and everything will be semi-normal, hopefully, or mostly normal. That's still kind of a question that I have in my mind, is exactly what does this look like? It's all going to depend on what the situation is with COVID by the time we get to the fall. So please, we can see it. It's there. But anyway, so we have two announcements for today. Let's start a little bit on the dates. We have official dates announced, September 3rd to October 31st. A little bit of wiggle room there if they want to add some dates. Like, they could always add some dates towards the end, like in the first couple days of November, the Friday, Saturday, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever, if they so choose. But I do not think that we need to count our chickens before they hatch. Let's just all be grateful that we would have Halloween Horror Nights, and we have it from September 3rd to Halloween. So I sort of put a hint on my Twitter page about this. I'm sure everybody knew anyway, but I sort of, I knew the dates a couple months ago. But I waited until, things were at a point where everything could kind of be confirmed, and, it was what it was. I've said before how my vacations sort of work. I usually take, in December, a company makes us take two weeks for the next year, and I always take the same 2 weeks. I take the week of the Oscars, and I also take the week of Halloween. And then I usually wait until I get confirmation of what the opening, what the actual dates for Horror Nights are, so I could take opening weekend off, or opening weekend and then the following week or whatever. So that's what I did, and I put up on my Twitter feed. I was like, I booked vacation, and it's a secret, and that was my hint to you guys about what the dates were. It is what it is. Horror Nights. Let's have a semi-normal event, please. I think most of us need this to be a good thing, and to actually be a functioning event, and not what we got back in the fall of last year. Which brings me to the house that was announced. Beetlejuice, of course, is returning. Beetlejuice was opened during for 2 days, the last 2 days during the Halloween festivities last year at Universal. I still do not consider that any kind of Halloween Horror Nights. I think it was just a nice gesture to open up those houses, to let some people experience them. It is what it is. I did get to experience the houses. I was lucky enough to experience the houses. I only got to experience the Beetlejuice house once because of the chaotic nature of how that worked, but it is what it is. I can experience it again, come September 3rd. So it is what it is. But Beetlejuice, of course, is returning. It was a fun house. I cannot wait to see it again, especially if by the time we get to September 3rd, because I think there's still some questions on exactly what they are doing in order to prepare the houses, whether or not they're going to add more plexiglass or take plexiglass away or add more boo holes or whatever the case may be. I think they're still kind of working that out, and I think they're waiting it out a little bit. In fact, on the website, it does say that they are monitoring the situation in terms of COVID, and they will adjust accordingly depending on what the situation looks like in the fall. So there is that. I think we all should just be a little bit cautious about, because we could still fuck this up. We could still fuck this up between now and September. Let's not fuck it up. Let's have Horror Nights. Let's go ahead and have Horror Nights. So it is what it is. But obviously, this is a good day. The cynical part of me cannot help but feel that perhaps we as a country or as a human race are gonna fuck this up somehow, and things are gonna go downhill again. Let's not go there. Let's do this. Let's be patient. Let's have Horror Nights this year. And I really want to fucking go to a movie. I want to go inside a movie theater. Hopefully by the fall too, we all, or most of us, will be vaccinated. So there are those of us that want to get vaccinated, we can get vaccinated, and we will feel more comfortable. My dad, my pops, as I call him on social media, he's been fully vaccinated, and my mom has been fully vaccinated. So those are both good things, because it eases my stress level a little bit for both of them, where I don't have to be so nervous for them specifically, because they've both had the vaccine. So that's a good thing. But anyway, enough of the vaccine talk. We got Beetlejuice, and we got dates. So that's a good thing. Looks like we're gonna have announcements the way that we typically see announcements, which I know was a little bit of a debate amongst some of us people who hear the birdies talk on the inside. Looks like they're gonna go that route, and I think that is probably a good thing, because it keeps the hype alive. It also keeps it keeps hope alive. I'll put it to you that way. Keeps hope alive for the event in the fall. So that is a good thing. Halloween Horror Nights. I'm calling it Halloween Horror Nights 30 because that is what the graphic says. Halloween Horror Nights 30. I know some people were like, oh, it's just in 21. They're calling it Halloween Horror Nights 30, so I'm calling it Halloween Horror Nights 30. It is the 30th event, so they're sticking with that. So that is a good thing. A full disclosure, late last year, I was privy enough to see some of the artwork, the graphical artwork for the event, and it looks like they're keeping that sort of theme. So if you look at the way that Halloween Horror Nights 30 and sort of like the grayish, stony sort of looking lettering, and the red strip with the lettering on it. That is a prominent thing for especially some of the graphics that I saw last year. So it looks like they're keeping the same sort of aesthetic. It's a little bit of an updated aesthetic for the events, which is a good thing, because it is Halloween Horror Nights 30. Or is the 30th anniversary, I should say. So they're changing things up a little bit, which is good. And I kind of like it. There were a couple different graphics that I saw that I really liked, and it was a shame, or is a shame, that we did not see those graphics. So hopefully we could see those graphics this year. But of course we have Beetlejuice, we have the dates, and we also have Puppet Theater Captive Audience. They didn't officially, I have to say officially, but they didn't put that on the announcements with Beetlejuice and the dates today. But they did confirm that it was coming in that Peacock video, so it is what it is. There was an announcement video for this, which is awesome. The announcement video is quite cool. It's talking about Beetlejuice, and at the end he's like, he sort of chastises the powers that be for finally giving him his own house, which is fun. Like I said, I did experience the house. It was a good house. I was more surprised that they were able to pull it off than I was really about the house itself. And the house itself, in my opinion, based on what I could see, was kind of hampered by the sort of COVID restrictions. There was a lot of things in there that you could tell that they were supposed to do that they didn't do because of the restrictions. So hopefully that is rectified in the fall. Nevertheless, dates: Beetlejuice, Puppet Theater Captive Audience, Halloween Horror Nights 30. It is coming regardless. Hopefully for good. But that's it. Again, apologize for some of the setup going on here until I get that extra jack. This is how it's going to be from now on when I do my in-studio vlogs, as it were. So there is that. But everybody, as usual, thanks for watching. I know I was going to make it a New Year's resolution to tell everyone to like and subscribe and comment, all that stuff. Like I said, I don't like to really push my stuff. I like people to find organically, you know, whether you like me or you hate me or whatever, that's fine. You know, but if you watch, you know, if you like my stuff, subscribe, and you know, I've been doing this a long time, so you know, that's something that people sometimes when people find out who I am, you know, or what I do, they are surprised that I've been doing this for so long. It's the truth. I should probably pull out some of those old My Talking Head vlogs back in 2011 or 2012, excuse me, to see what was going on there. But that's gonna be it for me. Dates: Beetlejuice, Puppet Theater, Captive Audience, Halloween Horror Nights 30. It's happening, whether we like it or not. That's gonna be it for me, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys later.